YouTube, what's going on? Appreciate y'all watching my video. What's going on? Gotta wait for a couple people to get in, make sure my live working. Make sure my live is working. Make sure my live working. YouTube. Okay, it's working. Hey, what's going on? All my subs gone. Surprised I still got subs. But yeah, so but yeah, I'm just checking in. I know it's been a minute I made a video, but you know, I'm just checking in with y'all. So, you know, I'm just making a little video just to check in. I've been busy in my new job, so making a YouTube video will be the last thing on my mind. So sorry. But Jason, what's going on? I be watching your videos. You a fool, man. You a fool. Your last video I think I watched is talking about you. I think you saving up to buy a house. Congratulations, man. Finally, you're gonna put that money to use. All that money you've been making, man. Finally, you're gonna put it to use. I figure by now, man, all that money you've been making out there in the oil fields, I figure you be done bought a house cash by now. I mean, to be honest, I'm just saying. Cause I done bought since I got my own authority. I've been able to buy 3 rental properties cash. And that's just not to brag. It's just, you know, when you start getting out there looking and you got the money and you just looking, you know, you can just buy a house cash, you know. You can't buy like a ready to move in house, but a lot of my houses I done bought, they been subpar. I mean, you cut the grass, put a new roof on it, it's fine. Paint the walls, nothing crazy. Like the houses I bought, the only thing I've done to them, just minor repairs. Like I bought a house for about 40-50,000 and put about 10-15,000 in it. So that's put a new roof on it, new AC equipment, new appliances. I paint the wall, put new flooring down, cut the bushes down, you know, just cut the wild bushes, because these houses have been left unmaintained for a while. So it's about 10-15-20,000, just clean all that stuff up, you know. So nothing crazy. We ain't knocking down walls. We're not doing HGTV type stuff. Just easy repairs, easy stuff. So that's what I've done. These are moderate. These houses I bought, these are moderate, affordable homes. These are decent, affordable homes. Nothing extravagant. Not no $500,000 house. 2 bedroom, 1 bath, 3 bedroom, 1 bath, all brick houses. Regular working class neighborhoods. Nothing crazy, you know. That's just like people want to get in that housing and they want to buy a house, but their perspectives are just way off. You know, they want to buy $500,000, this big old house, and you can't even afford to maintain it. The electric bill on the house after a certain point is just expensive. So if you just get you a regular, moderate, regular home, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 1 bath, 2 bath, regular yard, just regular stuff, you know, with a garage, maybe a 2-car garage, just something simple. Like we make buying houses more complicated than it need to be. You can, like my personal house, the house that I live in, like it's a regular house. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bed bath. It's just a regular house, man. Like nothing complicated. 1-car garage, simple. I mean, you know, and I'm about done paying for it. So, you know, the mortgage is almost paid for. So that's just, you know, I'm not too excited to go out here and get no $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 mortgage. I'm not really excited about that. It's just, I don't get excited to go get into all this debt. You know, I'm just not excited to do that. I have enough keeping up the one that I got. You know, you got to cut the grass. You got to keep the AC running. It's always something to fix, you know, but I can afford that. You know, I can go get a water heater and put it in myself. A water heater, I can go over here to a place and get a water heater for $300, $250, $300 and put it in myself. You know, I can teach myself to put in a water heater. But if you're not technically savvy to do those minor repairs on a house, you're gonna be looking at $2,000 to pay a plumber to put a water heater in, a toilet backing up. It's nothing for me to fix that stuff, you know, and that keeps the cost down. But if you're not savvy with tools and stuff, I don't. Yeah, a house just not gonna be fun for you, you know. Taxes, yeah, property taxes. Like my property taxes on my house is about 2,300 a year. And that's with the homestead exemption. Without the homestead exemption, it'll probably like 3,800 or something like that, 4,000. So the property taxes with homestead exemption is about 2,300 a year. Homeowners insurance about 1,500 a year. So very affordable, you know. So that's just me, man. I'm not trying to make life more complicated, you know. All your money be gone trying to upkeep a house and all this, you know. Like I like to be able to buy a house to where if something break, I can just fix it and don't even sweat it. And I don't want to be having to get a loan and, you know, ask for help to do it. Like a moderate affordable home is more than enough for anybody. And you know, that those are the reasonable kind of situations. But yeah, so that's kind of what I've been doing, man. I've been the same old stuff. I got this new job and I just been learning my new job. That's all I've been doing. Life for 404 just been real boring. Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. I get up in the morning, put clothes on, brush my teeth. Maybe I might eat breakfast. I might not eat breakfast. I go to work, sit at my desk, and I do a boring white collar job. I sit at my desk and I do work. 4 o'clock come, 4:30 come, I go home. That's it. So yeah, man, I appreciate it. Tell me about it. I own a home and I learned how to be a plumber, a roofer. Yeah, you have to. It's just like being an owner operator in a truck. You have to learn how to fix things when you buy a house. You have to. It's only in your best benefit. I mean, if you want to pay a plumber $1,000 to unclog a toilet, okay, by all means go do that. But you got to know, when you go to work, how long does it take you to make $1,000? And so if your toilet back up 2 times in a month, just think about that. Your toilet backs up twice in a month, and a plumber costs $500 to $1,000 to come and unclog that toilet. Just think how much that got. You better pull up a YouTube video and figure out how to unclog that toilet. You better figure it out. I would just figure it out. I mean, over the years, you know, I have uncles. I've been blessed to have uncles and older brothers that have taught me mechanical skills like that. So I used to follow around my brothers. I used to follow around my uncles. And these men have been blue collar men. And so I used to follow behind them. And thankfully, I know how to pick up a wrench. I'm not scared of tools in the toolbox. None of that stuff really bothers me. I usually can figure something out. Usually I don't know what I'm doing, but usually I can look at something and kind of like play around with it and like figure it out. So I have a knack for that, and it's not that complicated for me. So, you know, with that being said, a lot of people are just not blessed in that area. And so tools, they're scared of tools. They don't understand how a house works, you know, the mechanics of a house, how it works, you know, how a refrigerator works, plumbing, electrical system, you know, how a house works. And anything goes wrong, they get scared and they run for the hills. And so just to me, I'd be like, what you fussing about? You know, and I just go and I'll look at it. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll look at it. So, oh, this is the problem right here. Let me go in the Home Depot and fix it. And it's nice that we have YouTube. We can put something in YouTube and be like, okay, how to replace a breaker in an electrical box. Okay, how to replace a breaker in a breaker box. And so, you know, I don't know a lot about electrical, but I do have some common sense. And so with common sense, I know not to be touching things. Make sure I turn all the breakers off before I touch anything. And usually, like I've had a situation where I needed to replace a breaker. The breaker went out in my house, I don't know, maybe like 6 months ago, a year, maybe 8 months ago. But the breaker went bad. Took the breaker out and I took it to Home Depot and matched it up. So, I mean, you just match it up, get the breaker and put it back in there. Meanwhile, you have to know, it's like, okay, I'm messing with a lot of electricity right here. Let me turn everything off and use some basic common sense. Don't touch metal pieces, because if you touch this metal part with that metal part, you're going to get shot. And so, you know, with a little bit of YouTube and common sense, you can pretty much wiggle your way through something without tearing something up. Just don't do nothing stupid. You know, that's all. Just don't do nothing stupid. But as soon as you do something stupid, touching something you're not supposed to be touching and not wearing no gloves, you know, just a lot of things. It's just, it'll just get you in trouble. Right. He said, I never owned a home, but I'm scared to get hands on. Man, don't get scared to get hands on, because we all got to start somewhere. You always got to start somewhere. You know, you just got to start somewhere. We all started somewhere, and you just start one thing at a time. And like, I know for people who never owned a home and who's scared to own a home, I tell people to buy new construction. Don't buy a 20-year-old house. Don't buy a 20, 30-year-old house. Don't do that, because you setting yourself up for failure. Or at least buy a house that's been flipped. If you buy a house that's 100% flipped by a good flipper, a good developer, you basically getting a brand new house, because you know that house has been gutted. Everything is brand new. You basically getting a brand new house. Or you can get a new construction. You get a new construction, you don't have to worry about fixing something for a long time, at least 10 years for anything break. And usually with a new construction, you're going to have a warranty, and you just call the builder, get your butt over here and fix this. And that will give you some time, 5 to 10 years, to learn how to fix little things here and there. With a brand new house, just like a brand new truck, you still gonna have issues, but not big issues like an older house, like a house built in the 80s and the 70s. And so you're gonna have little things that go bad. You know, like light switches gonna go bad, a toilet might back up, but that's not the house's fault, because usually your fault, because you put too much toilet paper in the toilet. Especially if you got kids. If you got kids, or if you got a girlfriend or a wife, she gonna put her pads down the toilet. She gonna have her eyelash stuff, all her hair stuff gonna get in the drain, and it's gonna clog up the drain. Okay, these are normal things that just happen when you own a house, and be prepared to have a snake to stick down the drain. It ain't the drain, it's not the house. It's just, that's what happens when you own things and you start using it. It just get used. It's just get used, and you just have to replace it, and you have to repair it. You just have to be prepared to replace and repair things. That's just what happens. The AC gonna go out. You're gonna be in the middle of summer, and the capacitor gonna go out. The AC fan gonna go out, and it's like a little breaker on the AC. The AC computer might go out, or the capacitor, or there's all these little pieces in a house, these little things. You just be prepared, if you're not, because everything won't happen at one time. Like over a 10-year period, you're gonna learn one thing at a time, and then when the next thing happens again, you be more experienced in it. And so it's just like owning a truck, and so it don't all happen at the same time, but it's little pieces. And then once you get about 10 years into owning a home, you should be well experienced. And when things do happen in the house, you should be very experienced to be able to handle them without having to call somebody every time. And then these people are going to drain your pocket, just like in trucking. The truck shops, the DOT, all these people out here are trying to drain your pocket. Same thing when it comes to owning a home. These plumbers, electricians, the county, the water department, the electric bill, anybody that you call to fix something on your house, they're there to drain your pocket. That's what they're there to do. The lawn guy to cut your grass, everybody that's around that, they're there to drain your pocket. And so you have to be very selective on who you call to come and drain your pocket. And if you just take advice from these guys, and like, I'll call a guy just to pay the service fee, so I can really determine and figure out what's the problem. And usually these guys will tell you what the problem is, and then you just pay them their service fee and send them on their way and fix it yourself. I've done it sometimes. I've done that. And then I'll decide if I want to continue with it and pay the guy, or if I want to fix it myself. And so you got to be smart about it. And that's just me. That's just me. But owning a home, I've been very happy with owning a home. You're building equity. When you're owning a home, you're building wealth, because you owning the home when you're paying that payment, you're paying the payment to the mortgage company to one day pay it off. And one day you're going to own it. You're going to own it outright in full, no bills. And so I really look at owning a home as a good estate planning tool. It's a good retirement tool. So that way, when you get retired and you're an old man, you have a house that's paid for. You got a car or two in the yard paid for. All you do is pay taxes and insurance. That's it. And then you got maintenance, and you got a little bit of maintenance. And so if you keep your house, if you keep good upkeep on your house over that period of time, when you're an old man, you shouldn't have to come out the pocket on too many things, because you already did the work, and you set yourself up properly to where when you get to that point, then you don't have rent. You don't have rent and mortgage and all this craziness. So to me, I look at buying a house as a good retirement tool. There's some kids over here playing. I mean, not playing, but they are riding four-wheelers over here. But no, I'm doing good, I'm doing good. I'm happy, I don't have too much stress going on. I'm in this new job, meeting a lot of new people. I'm meeting a whole nother set of people, a whole nother set of new friends and stuff. I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. I'm doing good. I got a whole nother set of friends. I'm meeting professionals. I'm really proud of myself. And, that's just life, man. You just look at life, man. You just be like, man, I want to go over here and do this. And you look at it, put together a plan. You put together a plan. You put together a little plan, and you look at ways to go ahead and move forward with that plan. So say if you wanted to get into IT, you do a little bit of research. You do some research, and you're like, what are some careers in IT? And you start looking at the salaries. He's like, oh man, I need a new career. I need something that pay $100,000. I need something that pay $100,000 to $150,000 or more. And see, you start looking at the careers, and you try to find the ones that you could easily get into, where the trajectory of that career could get you $100,000 to $150,000 or better. You start looking at the career, and you're like, okay, here's an entry point right here. All I need is a 2-month, 3-month certification. I get this certification, and you start looking at, okay, it looks like it's a bunch of jobs with this cert right here. This is it. I need to go to school for this cert, because I'm looking. These guys out here, you start to go on Reddit, you start to go on YouTube and social media, and you showing guys out here making $100,000 right out of school with this certification. 30-day, 2-month, 3-month, 6-month cert. you know, and before you know it, and before you know it, boom, you finish it one step at a time. You sign up for the school, okay? You sign up for the school, and you look, and it's like, man, this is gonna be a lot of work, man, but I can do it. I can do it. You sign up for the school, you start the school, you take one class at a time, one assignment at a time, one chapter at a time. You read the chapters, you take the test, and then you read the next set of chapters and you take the test. You read the chapters and you take the test. Be like, boom, you're done. Now you got your 3-month, 2-month, 6-month cert. Boom, you got a certification in IT. Now you can start applying, and a lot of times you can already have a job before you even graduate. I know when I graduated with my accounting degree, I had 2-3 offers before I ain't graduated. Because, and it's not that career field, it's just that I was already applying to jobs 6 months to 12 months in advance. So I was already applying to jobs. And so I had applications already in circulation. So that way I was interviewing for jobs 3 and 6 months before I even finished school. You don't apply to the jobs when you graduate. That's too late. It's too late. Okay? You know, I did internships. And you know, while I was in school, and you know, you just get out there and just look around. You know, you just look around and you talk to people, you network with people online, and you make contacts, ask questions, and it's just like with trucking. Like, it's just like when you in trucking, you talk to guys out here in trucking, and you talk to guys, and this guy may know somebody at this company, this guy, and you just, before you know it, you all in this pot of information and networking with other people. And so it's not that hard. It's just not that doggone hard, you know? I mean, you got to do it. You got to get your, I was about to cuss. You got to get your behind up. You got to get your behind up and do the work. One step at a time. 1 hour at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 day at a time. Every day, to get yourself up and do it every day. Do some junk you don't want to do. And then finally, when you're done, you get to reap the benefits of a whole nother career. You get to reap the benefits of a whole new career, meeting whole nother people. You get a salary, you get a new pay structure. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm sitting here right now, I no longer have to worry about chasing loads. I hated chasing loads. Like, I've been in trucking for so long, hate chasing loads. This thing where we got to chase money and chase loads, and you just get tired of it. You just want to come to work, do the job, and go home. But there's a part of trucking that is just I don't like, chasing loads. You know, it's just you chasing money all the time, you know, and it's just, I get tired of that. So I've been meaning to get out of trucking a long time. And, you know, I got into trucking, and after about my second year, I was tired of it already, but it took that long to get out of trucking. I was trying to do a lot of different things. I was trying to get into real estate. I was trying to go back to school and do trucking. It took me a long time. And then finally, COVID hit. I was just like, you know what? I need to just go ahead and do this jump right here, right now, and stop playing. Because when I was running my truck, I was trying to when I was running my truck, I was trying to take classes online. And then when I do my 10-hour break, or when I'm at a shipper getting loaded, trying to study on the material and, you know, do classes, it's really hard to do that. You could do it. You know, we got the technology. We got hotspot, internet. You got a lot of colleges out here that's got universities, whole degree programs online. So it's very doable. Yeah, I'm still with the federal government. Yeah, I'm not leaving federal service. I'm not doing that. The gains are too much to lose. I'm still with the federal government. Never gonna leave the federal government. There are 435 federal agencies in the federal government. Hold on, y'all. Let me get out of here. These guys are getting on my nerve. They riding their dirt bikes over here. These guys getting on my nerve. Oh man. These guys are getting on my nerve. But hold on, y'all. Finish this video. Like these guys over here riding a dirt bike. They riding a dirt bike, and it's kind of getting on my nerve. But I'm gonna finish this video real quick. So let me finish this video. But yeah, there are 435 agencies in the federal service network. 435 federal agencies. And if I was to leave the IRS, I would definitely stay in federal service. I would go to the DOT, because I have trucking experience. I have an understanding of DOT regulations. That job in my last video that I made, that I showed y'all, I should be getting a call for an interview. I should be getting an email for an interview for that job, because I've been notified that I've been selected. So I've been selected to the hiring manager. So my resume went to the hiring manager, and so I should be getting an email for an interview. And so the DOT is hiring. There's a whole bunch of different jobs in the DOT. You know, there are different agencies that need accountants, that need auditors and stuff like that. All these jobs are like $80, $90, $100,000 a year jobs. So, you know, it's a lot of opportunity in federal service, you know, and I wouldn't leave, because to have a pension for life, to get a pension for life, to get health care for life. Once you into federal service, you in there. You basically in there for life. You're entitled to a pension, good health care insurance for the rest of your life. You entitled to Um, to being in the union, you entitled to employee protections. Like the private sector doesn't have the kind of employee protections like the federal government does. And so a manager just can't start yelling at you and setting these unrealistic expectations to do your job. Okay. And then and so in federal service, you're protected. It takes basically an act of Congress to fire a federal employee. And so, you know, all this job hopping all over the place, that junk ain't fun, man. You just want to stay at one job and master that kind of work and retire, man. That's all the average person could hope for. You know, it just takes a lot of stress off of you. It's just stressful, very stressful, you know. And I like being at a place I don't have to worry about what my check gonna be like. I got a salary. That's what it is. That's what it is. The check don't change. And so, you know, I don't have to chase loads. I don't have to chase check. I don't have to chase my check. I don't know what my check gonna be like. You know, I just come to work and do the job. And so that's my whole thing. I'm not leaving federal service. Chasing Andrew said, yeah, we all need to get out of trucking. I'm tired of driving myself. Yeah, Chasing Andrew, you young though. You got plenty of time to make mistakes. And Chasing Andrew, how old are you? You what, 30, 28, 29, 25, something like that? You still like, see, I'm 43. I can't afford it. I feel like I can't afford to make too many more mistakes. At 40, I feel like I have to pick something. And when I do pick something, this is it. It ain't no going back, because the time that I figure out that this is the right or wrong thing is already taken. I have to make sure that I pick this thing, and going forward, this has got to be it. I can't be at 50 figuring stuff out. I can't be at 55 figuring stuff out, because at 60, I want to be retired. And so, or at least semi-retired. But this job that I have now in a white collar environment, I feel like I am semi-retired, because it's not that hard of a job. It's not that hard. You know, it's not labor intensive. I just sit at a desk and I just do the job. And that's just what it is. Let me see. Every 6 months, booster shot is required to keep safe. Every 6 months? I don't know about 6 months. I don't know about that. I never gotten a booster shot. I'm not somebody who gets shots every year. I just make sure I eat healthy, and I eat good quality foods, and let my body do the work. So that's just me. That's just me. I'm not down with putting all these chemicals in my body when I don't need to. When I'm not sick, you know what I mean? That's just my opinion. I want to learn how to. You want to learn how to rip off a man, aka plumber? Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of professional careers out here that you can get into where you have a little bit more leverage. It's not necessarily ripping people off, but is that you're getting paid what you're worth, and you're getting paid what you need to get paid. Period. You're just getting paid what you need to get paid. And in trucking, the industry doesn't respect truck drivers. Okay? There are a few companies that respect their drivers, but overall, the industry doesn't respect truck drivers, because you can just tell. Truck drivers are exempt from overtime. There are a few companies out there that pay their drivers, but they're not required to. You know, the labor laws the federal labor laws doesn't require them to pay overtime. And then the pay, you know, and then how the job is written, how the job is described to the public. Truck drivers are not skilled laborers. They consider truck drivers is unskilled labor. Yep, unskilled labor. That's a total disrespect to a driver. To me, that's how I see it. You know, because you know, to be a truck driver, it takes some skill. You have to go to school and learn how to drive a truck. You have to get experience in doing it. So how is that unskilled? It is a skill, but they label it as unskilled. When you go to a warehouse to get loaded, it takes days to get loaded sometimes, hours to get loaded, and they don't care. Meanwhile, UPS, FedEx, and everybody else, they bump the dock 15 minutes, they gone. You know what I mean? You go to these warehouses, they take their time and they don't care about the truck driver's time. And I can go down the list. You get on the phone with a broker. A broker can talk to you any old way and there's no recourse, no problem. And so it's just unfortunate that the truck driver is treated such a way. And so it comes to a point where you have to decide whether you want to keep dealing with this profession. And I know like with me, I did well in trucking. I made good money. I think it was time to get out. Get into a profession where you're more respected. You know, you get more respect. And so I decided to leave. I'm in the industry now. I'm in a profession now. There's tons of respect. I get up in the morning. I put on nice clothes. I work in the office. I wear nice dress clothes to work. I'm respected as a professional, as an accountant. I'm respected for my knowledge and my experience and what I bring to the table. And so that's just, you know, I can help people with their taxes. I can help people with their books, their accounting. I can do those things. People come to me for my help. People come to me for financial assistance. You get what I'm saying? That's respect. They respect you, you know, and that's just my whole thing on that. But, you know, truck drivers, it's a decent career. It's decent. You can make a good living. But as far as respect concerned, I don't know. It's just hard to find respect unless you work for, it's a handful of companies out there that respect their drivers. But as a whole, a lot of companies don't respect their drivers. And, you know, it's just unfortunate. That's just my opinion. Police is hiring now like crazy. I wouldn't go into police work. Police work, if you're going to get out of trucking, please go into a career that's worth leaving trucking. You might as well stay in trucking. You might as well stay in the trucking business. You gonna go and get into policing, ducking, dodging bullets, walking up on strange people all the time. Like you rolling the dice. Every time you pull somebody over, you run the risk of that guy pulling a gun on you. Just for the hell of it. You pulling them over for speeding, you walk up to him, hey, Mr. Such and Such, I caught you speeding at this and that and the third. The fuck? What you pulling me over for? Pop, 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 pop. This is unnecessary. No, I'm good. I'd rather pick a job. If I'm gonna pick a job, I'd rather go into something that's safe. I'd rather go into something where I don't have people bothering me. I'd rather go into something where I don't gotta wait on people to make my living. I don't have to be bothered by people. I want to go and have a job where I'm doing a job and I get paid and I'm happy. I got freedom and my spirit is policing. You got to deal with people. You got to deal with people fighting. You got to deal with, You got to be confrontational with everybody you touch. You can get into detective work, but you're going to have to be a patrolman for a little while before you be a detective. I think last time I checked, it's like 2 to 3 years experience as a policeman to be a detective. And, you know, a detective is a little bit better, but you're still a policeman and you're still walking into combative, confrontational type of, I don't like arguing with people. I don't want to fight with nobody. I don't want my heart rate racing every day. That's a lot. That adrenaline takes a beating on your body. And I want to feel good when I go to work. I want to feel calm. I want to smile when I go to work. I don't want my day-to-day job as a confrontational type of job. And so I disagree with police work, but everybody has each his own. Everyone, each his own. I would find something, if I'm gonna go into a profession, I would find something that's cool, chill, easy. The day-to-day career trajectory is good and chill. And if I do deal with people, I want to deal with the good side of people. I want to be helping people. You know, I want to be helping. I want to be on the positive side of somebody. A real estate agent will be great because you helping people buy a house. Usually people buying a house, they're usually happy about it. You know, you're dealing with good, happy people at that point because they're buying a house, they're happy. I would want to be I won't want to be a teacher. Nope. I don't want to deal with people's kids. I will get into IT. Not every job is positive every day, all day. Every job has got its little, you know, bad parts. But in generally speaking, I would rather go into a field. I would do some deep diving and really think about, because if you're going to take this time, to get into another career field, really dig deep and find something that you wouldn't mind doing for the next 20, 30 years. And you could feel good about it and you can smile every day going into work. And you have to write that down, write it down, you know, draw a line through the page and put the positives and negatives and write down all the positives, write down all the negatives. You want to have more positives than negatives. And if the negatives are more than the positive, you shouldn't do that job. Straight up. So I'm so scared of chasing money as an Uber driver. Oh my God. Yeah. Uber, you chasing money. It's just like trucking. I finally started taking some online courses in cybersecurity. Ooh, that's a good one. Yep. You can get a cybersecurity certification. Boom, you get the cert. Boom, you can go straight to work. And in 2, 3, 6 months, you can be in a whole nother career. Cybersecurity associate, I'm doing well so far. Keep it up, man. Just keep on at it. Free gas, free car, free donuts. I don't know about that. I just to be a policeman, you gonna forget all about them donuts when you pulling up on somebody fussing at you about them speeding. You know, you watching people. Basically, as a policeman, you watching people. You waiting for something to pop off. It's always something negative. If you work in a decent metropolitan city, you pretty much rolling up into confrontational situations 9 times out of 10. Every now and then you help a kid cross the road. Every blue moon you help an old lady. Every now and then you get a cat out the tree. Every blue moon, a little positive thing that make you feel good. But more than likely, a policeman, the work as itself, the mission of a police officer is to serve and protect. More than likely, you walking into combative, confrontational situations. More than likely, you know, you running up on somebody. You arguing with somebody. It's just, no, not for me. Not for me. I don't want to be arguing with nobody. You never see police smiling. Too much drama. I mean, there are some policemen that never see bad stuff. I'm sure there's a part of police work where it's good, positive work every day, all day. And they never argue with nobody. It's never combative. But it takes experience to get to those jobs. You're going to have to start at the bottom. And the bottom of police work is being a patrolman. You have to be a patrolman for a couple years to get into detective work. You got to be a patrolman to get in money laundering, to get in those specialties. That's fun, you know. But policemen, they all start at the bottom. They all start at the bottom, and that's being a patrolman. You know, being a patrolman. But anyway, I just wanted to check in with y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me though. This is a good conversation about random stuff. I just wanted to check in with y'all and let y'all know I'm good. So appreciate y'all. I hope y'all enjoy y'all Sunday. Thank y'all for watching my videos. See y'all next time.